Hey guys, how's it going today? This is Al Willis, 18-year-old CEO, coming to you live back here from Michigan once again. Just really wanted to take the time to do this video. It's video number 1 out of my 90-day video challenge that I'm going to be working on. Really wanted to take this time to shoot this first video to really just share my story with you all. I do apologize about people screaming in the background. You know, they haven't clicked the link, so they're a little crazy. But anyways, I wanted to share my story with you first and foremost, so you guys can see how powerful this really is and why I'm so serious about what it is that I do. And I want to start out by saying that I'm talking to a young lady who I went to high school with, a really good friend of mine actually, and she happened to message me today. It was really weird because I was getting ready to message her, and just asking me, how I'm doing, and that she sees my little videos, and just really wanted to touch base with me. And so I told her, she asked me how Denver was, and I told her, and I told her, you said you've been watching my videos, but you haven't clicked the link. Why haven't you clicked the link? And she's like, oh, well, I'm happy where I'm working at. That's great. You don't have to not be happy to change your life, okay? You can be happy where you're at and look for another adventure, okay? I'm sure you're not going to want to work where you're working at in the next 10 years, okay? But I just wanted to touch on that because there's a lot of you who are liking videos and commenting and, looking at me and my success and saying good for you, but yet you haven't clicked the link, you haven't found out how the system that I'm leveraging can be the system you can leverage to be the better you, okay? So I just want to touch on that because stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop clicking like and things like that. And you're probably like, wow, Al, you just told me not to like your video. Yeah, I did, because I want you to click the link so you can see what it is that I'm doing. I don't just make these videos for fun. I make these videos so that you, as an individual watching this video, can see that you can be inspired, that you can be motivated, you can do what it takes to get to the next level in life, okay? You can lock arms with this movement of people that are going somewhere in life, that are looking to help other people become more successful in their lives, okay? That was just something real quick I had to spit out. But now back into my story, okay? As most of you know, I was born to a single mom. Really, my dad was incarcerated for the first 3 years of my life. She had me at 14 years old and chose to keep me, which is something that's really powerful. My mom is a single mother of 4 kids now. I have 6 siblings in all, and I'm the oldest of all of them, you see. So my why of why I do what I do isn't for me. Whenever I get to where I'm going, and that's going to be great, but my family comes first before anything. Growing up, we really never had much. My mom still goes through the struggle of, do I get groceries or do I pay the light bill? My dad goes through very similar struggles, and you do have to excuse me because the climate change in Denver kind of got to me a little bit, so I've been drinking on tea and trying to keep my throat together. Excuse me one second. But yeah, guys, so I didn't come from anywhere better than anybody else, okay? I live here in Grand Rapids. I'm doing whatever it takes to get to the next level, you see. Whatever it is that is holding you back, it's holding you back because it's holding you back up here, you see. Jumping ahead real quick, when I got into Empower Network, I had no money. I had no way to get any of the products or anything that I needed to get this up and rolling, but I knew one thing. I knew that I wanted to inspire individuals, and I knew that there was more than one way to do it, you see. So I heard about Empower Network, and I was like, wow, I don't have $25 to get in. So what did I do? I asked around, okay. First and foremost, I prayed about it, because you can't do anything without the power of prayer. You can't do anything without Jesus Christ, okay. But I asked around to borrow the money, and I finally got the money, okay? So then I got into Empower Network. About 2 days later, I found out that there was this event. Let me remind you, I got in July 4th, and this event was July 19th. Once again, I had no money, and it was in Denver, Colorado. And so I got in, I found out about this event, and the ticket was $100 to get in, or to go to the event, excuse me. And once again, I said I had no money. So what did I do? I prayed about it, first and foremost. And I got the response to ask 10 people to borrow $10, okay? I don't know if any of you have ever had to do anything similar to that, but it takes a huge drop in your ego to ask people to borrow money, let alone 10 people to borrow $10. And there was more than 10 people who actually ended up helping me out. And real quick, just a quick shout out to you guys. You don't know how much you transformed my life by me allowing me to get to that event, okay? And that comes from the bottom of my heart. You guys really did change my life, because when I got to that event and got around these like-minded individuals, paradigm shift. Real quick, back to the story. I asked, to get 10 people to borrow this $100, and excuse me, $10 to make up $100, but that still wasn't enough. I still had to get out to Denver, and so what did I do? I went out, me and my girlfriend, and we started selling candy bars, guys. Candy bars, door to door, sitting on the side of the highway. Let me remind you. Standing in front of businesses. We got kicked out of Meijer's parking lot because we were trying to sell chocolate in Meijer's parking lot. And for those of you that live here in Michigan, you know that we just went through a heat wave. Well, it went up to 96 degrees. The heat index was at 105. Therefore, the melting point of chocolate was very surpassed. And so we had to think of a new plan. So then it went to popsicles. And to jump back real quick, 4th of July, we were selling glow sticks, because I was going to do whatever it took to get to this event. So those of you who say, oh, $25 is a lot of money, I don't have $25. Yes, you do. You have it. As long as it's in your mind that you have $25, you have it. Now it's just your job to go out and get it, by whatever means necessary. And you see, that's what Empower Network does here. That's how it's changed my life, okay? Because I now have the power within inside of me on the outside of me. You see, I believe there's a powerful version of all of us. Even people who live on the corners, bums, there's a more powerful version of them. They just haven't found something that will allow them to tap into that more powerful version of themselves. And that's the main reason why I do these videos. I do these videos so that you can watch, just like the person right now watching this video, you can watch and you can be inspired to tap into the more powerful version of yourself. Okay? I don't make these videos for me to get my face seen on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and whatever else. Now, granted, I do that, and it's pretty cool, but that's extra, okay? The reason why I make these videos is so that person who's struggling with depression, that person who's struggling with bankruptcy, that teenager who doesn't have a parent or a father figure, a mother figure to look up to, okay? I do these videos for that, because I came from the same place you came from. I just found a system, I found a family, the Empower Network, that allows me to feel at home, that allows me to look up to people. You see, this weekend I was hanging out with 20-year-olds, and I felt like they were beyond my brothers and brothers and sisters, okay? And the funny part about it was they looked up to me. They're older than me, and they looked up to me, okay? And that's simply because I've tapped into the more powerful version of myself, just like I'm encouraging you to do right now. And by clicking the link, you will do so. You will tap into a family. You see, it's not, people say, oh, how's your business going? I don't care about my business. What you need to be asking is, how's my movement going? How many people have I inspired? How many lives have I changed? Okay, it's not about the money. It's not about the business. It's about changing people's lives here at Empower Network. Excuse me, once again, my throat is really dry. Because you see, when you get around these like-minded individuals, you just don't stop talking, because you just masterminding with people. Your thoughts are so haywire. It's like this ball of energy that's deep inside of you that's been waiting to be released. And as soon as you get around those people who are willing to hear it and want to hear it and eager to hear it, it just goes. It just explodes. Okay, and that's what happened this weekend at the Denver event. All right, guys. So I know this kind of was bouncing off from subject to subject, but it's just all of the power within inside of me is just releasing, and it's really untamed right now. I do apologize. It'll get better as I go, but right now it's just, it's really powerful, and I can't hold the power in anymore, because now I've been so empowered to just release it and let the world know that I'm here, okay? And I'm here to inspire millions of people. You, the next person, the next person, the next person, and all the rest who watch this video, okay? Go ahead and click the link in the description. Get started with us. Stop watching these videos and then saying, oh, that was great. He really knows how to inspire. He really knows how to talk to people. Yeah, I know how to do that because I tapped into the more powerful version of myself, and that's the same thing that you can do, okay? It's funny because yesterday somebody told me, you're really good at motivating people. That was really funny to me because I don't motivate anybody. You see, only thing I do is I give you the words that you need to hear so that you can motivate yourself. Nobody motivated me to get to Denver. Nobody pushed me to get to Denver. Nobody held my hand to get to Denver. No, people told me that I needed to be there so that I would be inspired. People told me what I was going to be missing out on so that I could be inspired. And therefore, that inspiration is what motivated me to get to Denver, you see. So I'm no different than anybody else. That's how I want to close this video out. I'm no different than anybody else. No different than you, the next person, your brother, your mom, your sister, your aunt, your uncle. Nobody. Only difference between me and you, the only difference between me and you is that I felt the nag inside of my heart of the more powerful version of myself. And instead of feeding the negative version of myself, I started feeding the more powerful version. And now that more powerful version is what comes out. That's the person you meet when you walk down the street. When you watch these videos, that's the person you see, okay? For those of you who knew me in high school, I'm sure you've seen a huge change. That's because I've tapped into the more powerful version of myself. You can do the same thing. The same thing. Click the link in the description, guys. This I don't even know what else to say. I'm kind of going through some mixed emotions because it's sad that people are watching these videos. People will blatantly tell me they watch my videos and that they're proud of me and, you know, they see me going places. But you see, I don't feel that I go anywhere until I help somebody else go to where they want to go. That's my mission in life. Inspiring, teaching, and empowering other lives while changing my own. This is Al Willis, the 18-year-old CEO. I'll see you guys at the next level.